अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूवर्स, उम्मीद है कि आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। आज की वीडियो में मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ हाउ टू बिकम अ वेब डेवलपर। अगर इससे पहले आप चैनल पर न्यू हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दें। और चलते हैं अपने टॉपिक की तरफ। हाउ टू बिकम अ वेब डेवलपर। ब्रेन स्टेशन वेब डेवलपर कैरियर गाइड इज इंडीड to help you take the first step toward a lucrative career in web development. The guide provides an in-depth overview of the development skills you should them. The best web development training option, career paths in web development, how to become a web developer and more. Become a web developer, you should have an understanding of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is also recommended to learn about CSS and CSS frameworks. Developing these fundamental web development skills will give you the foundational and logic for communicating with programming language. How to become a web developer in 5 steps. Learn web development fundamentals. Choose a development. Learn key programming language for web development. Work on projects to develop your web developer skills. Build a web development portfolio. Learn web development fundamentals. The best first step to becoming a web developer is to start learning web development fundamentals, including an understanding of HTML, hypertext markup language, CSS, cascading style sheets, and JavaScript. Many aspiring web developers are now using coding bootcamps to fast track the learning process. Coding bootcamps have thrived because they are short, impressive, and focused on outcomes and employment. Their goal is to develop job ready skills as efficiently as possible, making them as increasingly worthwhile investment for a would-be web developer. According to the job site Indeed, 4 out of 5 companies in the US have hired a graduate from a coding bootcamp. In fact, the practical advantages of coding bootcamps are only getting clearer over time. For one thing, the field of web development naturally attracts people from all other fields, many of them making mind career transaction, people for whom a clear and efficient path to skill expansion is a top priority. Further, employers increasingly value skills and experience over education, placing anyone who can prove their abilities on more equal footing with developers holding a college degree. It is important to note the web developers more than most other fields must be committed to ongoing learning to stay on top of changes in web development and programming language tool and trends. This makes mid-career retraining a must, whether or not it is the line of work you started out in. Number two, choose a development spell specialization. As you continue to grow your skill, you will need to choose an area of specialization. But what are the types of web development? All web developers are categorized into 3 main types. Front end developers. A front end developer work on the client side of web development, meaning an portion of the site or app that users interact with. This can include a site's layout, design, and the way users interact with it. Back end developer. A back end developer works on the server side of web development. This is focused on the way a site functions and can include databases, servers, networks, and hosting and more. Full stack developer. A full stack developer is familiar with both front and back end development and workers with both sides of a website. तो व्यूवर्स, ये थी हमारी आज की वीडियो जिसके अंदर मैंने आपको बताया हाउ टू बिकम अ वेब डेवलपर। तो उम्मीद है कि आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी और वीडियो की समझ लग गई है आपको। तो वीडियो पसंद आई तो वीडियो को लाइक कर दें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें ताकि मज़ीद आने वाली वीडियो सबसे पहले आप तक पहुँचें। अल्लाह हाफिज़।